How likely are you to become a millionaire with the cryptocurrencies that these YouTubers are sharing you, including me, all of us? I want to take you through this. Just keep it straight up real. Yeah. Take a look at some of the things of what some of your most favorite popular YouTubers share you, including me. This is what they share you. And I'm going to compare against some of the things that I share you and just give you a realistic outcome of how much you're going to realistically make, and can you actually become a millionaire from what people share you. And let's just be real. Like, if you're someone like me that started off in crypto, I had £200, which was about $230 to invest every month. I was claiming money from the government, benefits, didn't have much. So I was hoping to become a millionaire. And for the most part, many people in this crypto space probably don't have as much money as what others do, especially these crypto YouTubers, because they earn through doing sponsors and everything else. They probably have thousands and thousands to invest. So how about the average person then? What does the average person have? You see, when I start to think back to when I first started in crypto, when I wasn't a YouTuber, I was just investing in these cryptos, and I start to think about how much did I have, and what was I being drummed into my head. And especially when you start off, you don't know too much about crypto. So, you know Bitcoin, you know Ethereum, you kind of sort of roll into these, the XRPs and everything else, because that's what we're being fed, right? By the mainstream YouTubers. Now, I'd like to believe I'm a mainstream YouTuber. I've got over 100,000, or almost 150,000 subscribers. And I like to believe that the stuff that I share is very different to what they share, because they share you this. So we're going to take a look at what they share you and realistically tell you an answer. Can you become a millionaire from it? Because like I said, let's be real. If you are an average person living an average life, you're doing your 9 to 5, you're not a millionaire already. You're doing your 9 to 5 and, you're trying to get by, trying to make some money, scrape some money in so you can invest. If you feel that you want to invest because the market hasn't dumped or anything and it's put you off, how much can you realistically afford? For me, when I had my $200, every month I was able to accumulate up to like $2,500. That's in British pounds, maybe $2,000 to $3,000. All right. So I want to go on the basis that you have $2,000 to $3,000 to change your life in crypto, and maybe over the next 5 months, it might take you some time to invest that kind of money to get into the space and to really make a life-changing money. If you have $2,000 to $3,000, and again, it takes you 5 months because every month you put in bits of money in. Can these make you a millionaire? Right? Where should we start? Should we start with XRP? Now, I'm not saying that these coins are bad. I'm not saying that they're terrible. I'm not saying that they're rubbish projects. They're decent enough projects, but how much can they make you? Are you going to become that millionaire? Because I've looked at all the YouTubers, right? And they're probably looking at me too. I've looked at their channels. I see what they share. And I know for a fact that what they share will not make you a millionaire. I just got to keep it real. And I've got some of these coins as well, right, that I've spoken about. But I know for a fact it's not going to make you a millionaire. And I just want to keep it straight up real. So let's just be real on what it is that you could make. Do I have that other thing up? Yeah, this. I asked AI to make this sheet for me. It's like a detailed matrix sheet that will show you how likely you are to become mega rich in crypto and how much money, how many tokens you need to hold, which is at the top, alongside what price it needs to hit on the left-hand side, right? And we can use this. So first, let's just use XRP because that is a very popular project. Everybody knows it. And when it goes up to like $5, $6, $7, you're going to hear about the word XRP, right? You're going to hear it. So research XRP. Right now, this has $120 billion in it. If you're new to crypto and trying to understand this is how much money is in it right now, based on the amount of supply that's circulating alongside how many by the price. You work the price by the tokens that circulate in, it gives you the market cap. If this was to, and again, look, overall, you've got $2,000 to $3,000. So you want to split that $2,000 to $3,000 into different coins, unless you just want to ape into one coin, just your XRP, and that's it. Which even in that case, if you did that, let's say you just had your $2,500, $3,000. Let's call it $3,000 at the max. And again, that took me a long time back then. That took me a good few months to get that. Right? I just want to keep it real for the average person. Let's say you had your 3,000 tokens and everybody's drumming XRP. They're talking on all the channels, XRP, XRP. You would get 1,449, almost 1,500 tokens, coins, right? Now I'm going to go back to my little sheet here. There's 1,000. Let's call it 2,000. Let's go on the basis that XRP drops next week and you manage to scoop up a bit more and you manage to get 2,000 coins. That's a bit more than $3,000 investment, right? For you to make $1 million off of XRP, look, this is the 2,000 holdings that you have. Now let's come right down. Where do we start to see 2,000? Look, I'm coming down. This is to make 100,000. And on the left-hand side here, you can see it's put like a gray marking on the number 71. XRP needs to go to $50 just for you to make 100,000. Let me keep going down. Look. If you want to become a millionaire, which is this gold thing right here, let me zoom back in, this gold bar right, this section right here, you want to become a millionaire of XRP with just 2,000, that's less than a $3,000 investment. XRP has to go to about $500. Now you got to say to yourself, how likely is it? Because again, this is what your YouTubers, your favorite influencers are feeding you right now today. They keep making videos on this. And I'm not saying that they can't do it. Maybe in another 10, 20, 30, 40, 50 years, I don't know. But let's just put in the $500 price. For XRP, and I'm not saying it can't do it, just the likeliness, this is what we're talking about. To turn your $3,000 odd investment into $1 million, it has to go to the $500 price. It has to sit on $29 trillion. 29 trillion. That's a lot of flipping money. You're talking XRP become the number one dominant thing. I want to take you through to another coin, right? I'm going to skip Bitcoin and Ethereum. You know, these are like, right? Let's talk about Solana. And again, if you've got a $3,000 investment, because that's all you can afford, you've got bills to pay, you've got your kids to look after and stuff, but this month you managed to save maybe $200-300 and you want to put it in crypto. Maybe you've put some in XRP, you put some in, because that was just based on all your $3,000 being on that. Actually, you know what? Forget that. I'm just going to be straight up real. Let's just say you have $3,000, all you got accumulated, and you don't even have a portfolio of all of these. Because if you had a portfolio of all of these, $3,000 doesn't get you a long way. Ondo, you might have a couple of $100. It's hard. It's like I want to just do the whole 3,000 mark, but I want to open your eyes to it as well. Let's just do Ondo for an example, because again, this is what they show you in their thumbnails. You're seeing these in their thumbnails. They're saying, millionaire, can you be rich? Or they might say 10x your money, which sounds great, right, when you hear about it. But then the average person, the normal person, with your $200 investment, great, turns to $2,000. Did that change your life? Are you here in crypto to make $2,000 profit off of a cryptocurrency coin? Or do you want to change your life where you can live in nice suites for however long that you want? I've done well in crypto, trust me. I've made massive gains because the coins that I share you versus what they share you is very, very different, because I share the opportunity of lower cap cryptocurrencies that could have the potential to surge. I shared you Phonk before it blew, Pepe before it blew. They shouldn't be here now. These are some of the things that I shared in the past. But, fetch, right? But you can see a lot of the newer coins that I'm sharing you off today, right? The Edwins and the Bells and the Leah AIs and the AI16Zs and the peipeis and the Alkeys and everything else, right? You can't get them massive returns with these, and that's just the reality of it. So you can keep watching these channels, right? And I'm not saying that they're bad channels. I'm not saying they're bad people, but this is what gives people views. If I made 10 videos over the next 10 days just on Ondo, XRP, HBAR, I'm going to get 30,000, 40,000 views on every single video, because I would make sure my tags are just on those specific coins, and I would target the algorithm on YouTube so people will find this, right? Shout out to Super as well. I saw his video and I really think you should go over and check it actually, because it inspired me to make this kind of little mini series. Don't have you, Super? I'm going to bring you up, bruv, and I think you should go and check that video, because he's right in what he says. Like, it's Superman Plus. He's got a plus. Some people, here we go. Come check him out, right? Where are you? Come and watch these videos here, because he's very real in what he says with some of the things that the coins that they share you and stuff. You're not. Is it alive? Did you do it live? Here, you won't get rich with this stuff, and it's true. Watch it. I watched some of it. I haven't watched it. Or I'll check it a bit later. You know, I've been busy. You know, but no, shout out to you, Stoop, on this. And I think it's right. And I think people like me and him need to start drumming in people's heads the reality of crypto, because if you are someone that's struggling in life and you're paying your bills and you're living your average life, which is fine. I still see myself as an average person. Right? I've done well in crypto. I still see myself as an average person. Yeah, I still shop in the Primarks and everything else. The reality is, and I've been there, it's going to be hard to make millions off of a lower investment, which the reality is that's all you've got. You've only got $400 this month, or you've only got $300 this month. So putting $300 into something like Ondo, let's just have a quick look. Put 300. $300 gives you 365 Ondo tokens. 365, right? And again, we look at the market cap, 2 billion, fully diluted 8 billion. This is what they're sharing you. You can see the logo. That's what they drum into their thumbnails and into your head. Like, you should come over here because you can make serious money on this. And then we do the same thing again. So you've invested your $300, 365 coins is what it's giving you. I'm going to bring you back over here like this. We're going to go up like this. Look, there's 100 coins. Let's call it 500 coins. So it's a bit more. Let's say you invested. Let me get 500 coins. This is just really, look, 410 tokens. Sorry, $410 gives you 500 tokens, right? 500 coins. You've got your 500 coins. Now, how long or what kind of price is it going to take for you to become a millionaire? Well, we'll scroll down. Look, right? We're going to scroll down. You've got your 500 coins. You've made your $410 investment. You're happy with this because all the influencers are saying that it's a great project. It's going to do really well. I'm coming down. You want to make massive gains off of this. Well, for you to make $100,000, Ondo needs to go, you can see on the left-hand side, number 22 is highlighted. It needs to go to a $200 price. That's just to make $100,000. For you to make $1 million and become a millionaire with Ondo, it needs to go, look, on the left-hand side, 131 is highlighted. Ondo needs to reach a $2,000 price for you to become a millionaire. And that's just with realistic money that the average person, because unless you've got hundreds of thousands of dollars, these YouTubers are showing you this, new people that are coming in, not thinking too much about, but they haven't got the kind of money that other people have. You know, $2,000 is the price Ondo needs to go to. So I'm going to come over to this, type in Ondo. Let's see what it puts Ondo at. A $2,000 price puts Ondo at a $6.3 trillion. Right now, Bitcoin's 1.2 or 1.6 trillion. Bitcoin, the highest cryptocurrency in the world. And this has to go to 6.3 trillion just for you to make your $410 make you a millionaire. Please take this into consideration when you're looking at this. 2,400x. Because it's all fine and well making these videos going, 10x. Because, 10x, again, your $400 turns to $4,000. Is $4,000 going to change your life? What are you here for? Are you here for a simple 5x, 10x? Because if you are, great. Keep watching these other YouTubers because, again, they're not bad people. And actually, the projects that they're sharing are not bad. I'm not saying these are bad. Actually, some of these coins I talk about. I spoke about virtuals before it blew. If you watch my channel, you made over 100 and something X gain. But they're talking about it now. See the difference? I was buying XRP back in 2015 when it was 0.03, but there's still people talking about it now. I feel like the opportunity has been missed with some of these coins that they talk about. Hedera, HBAR. And I will start to compare them against mine. I haven't talked about mine yet. I'm just talking about theirs. Let's just do HBAR. And again, let's go on the basis that you're someone that's wanting to get into crypto. You can't afford a lot because, you're living an average life. You've got to work. You've got to do your bills and look after your kids and everything else or whatever it is. Pay your car, your tax, your rent, whatever it is. But let's say on the basis that you've saved up enough money, maybe $2,000. Do you split it into different things? Well, you already know if you split it into different things like this, you put 400 here, 400 there, it's not going to change your life. Not with these coins that they're sharing you. Go look at all of your YouTubers right now. Pause this video, open up a new tab, click on YouTube, find your favorite YouTubers. I can guarantee you This is what they are sharing you. They're showing you, look what they share you. These are the coins that they're sharing you. And I can guarantee you this is in what you're going to continue to see in their thumbnails. Hoping that you can make massive gains because this is what they're sharing you. But the reality is 10x if you're lucky. Which for the average person, if you've got $300, that's $3,000. That's what they're sharing you. Let's have a look at HBAR, right? We'll do HBAR, then I'm going to start to show you some of the coins that I think where the opportunity lies, and you can decide what you want to do. Hedera, HBAR, right? Let's say on the basis that you've got, you've got $2,000 right here, right now, because you've saved up over the next few months, because that's how much I would have had, like having saving up for 3-4 months back then. Now I want to pull it into cryptos. Do I pull it into loads of cryptos or do I just ape into one crypto? Let's go on the basis you ape into one crypto. Yeah, HBAR. You put 2,000 in because, you know, all these YouTubers are showing this logo all the time and they're saying to you, oh, it's going to do well, it's going to do great. Yeah, man, you're going to make so much money, massive gains, millionaires. I'm not saying any names, but you see the YouTubers and you see the thingy, right? You will get 12,600 coins, right? Let's just have a quick look here. What does 12,000 coins give you? Am I close to it? There's 10,000, 20. Let's just say 10,000 coins. Let's just say you got a smaller investment, 10,000 coins. I want to go back to this. What does 10,000 coins cost? It costs $1,579. So you got your $1,579 that you've taken months to save up for, because again, we live in the average life, right? You pull it in HBAR, the whole lot, because you're so excited. All these YouTubers are sharing the H logo. You're seeing hedera, HBAR. They're talking it's life-changing. You're going to make massive gains. Yeah, right? Well, at 10x, if they put 10x in their thumbnail, 10x goes to $15,000. Even if they put a 20x in their thumbnail with the HBAR logo, 20x, that's $30,000. Is that going to change your life? You can't buy a Lambo with that. Lambos minimum $130,000 at the minimum, and those are the old reg plates. The newer ones go up to $300,000, 10x more the price, right? So you got your 10,000 coins of HBAR. We're going to click on this. There's your 10,000 in the category column I. We're going to come down. Let's see. To make $100,000 with HBAR, it needs to go to a $10 price. To make $1 million with HBAR, look at this. It's a long flipping. To make $1 million with HBAR, it has to go to a $100 price, HBAR, today, to make $1 million. All right? Because you'd have 10,000 coins. You sell it at $100. $100 times 10,000 makes $1 million. Right? Now let's go like this. We're going to come over here, come onto this. We're going to search HBAR. And then we're going to have a look at what kind of prices it would, you know, market cap, everything else. $100 price puts this at a $4.2 trillion market cap. Again, Bitcoin. Actually, look at the entire market. Look, the entire cryptocurrency market cap. Everything that exists in crypto today. Look at this. I'm zooming in. Everything that exists in crypto today is 2.7 trillion. Everything. All of your coins, all of my coins, the Ondos, all of what they share you, what I share you, all comes to 2.7 trillion. Do you see how realistic it is now? And if you think you can make a millionaire off of a 2,000 investment, putting it into HBAR, then maybe you should think twice, because you're talking, HBAR alone has to go to double what the entire market cap is for every single cryptocurrency coin that exists today. All right? I'm going to split this up into different videos to make a powerful series. And hopefully this is going to open people's eyes. Because in this video, I just wanted to share some of the things that they show you. The next video, I'm going to show you what I'm showing you. And then you can decide in the future where you want to put your money. If it was helpful, and by the way, helpful, drop a like and subscribe. It is higher risk. What I share comes higher risk. It means you could lose your money. It could fall to zero. But I've been here to make massive gains. The reason they're talking about virtuals now is because they think it can make a 10x. It's not going to change your life. But I'd already made the million off of virtuals. It's just that simple. I made the 1.2 million off of virtuals. And you can go back on my channel and you'll see it, right? And same with many other projects that I'm going to bring. So yeah, stick around. I'm going to bring some over here and then we're going to compare it and then you're going to see, right? But these coins, I don't think they're making you a millionaire. This was the first episode. I'll see you in the next ones. Cheers.